totally looks like I'm about to lead a seance. Hey there! I'm Whiskey Darling. I'm back! I took a couple weeks off. Sorry, and you're welcome. Anyway, I had so much fun with the last video that I'm gonna do another one. And look, this is not gonna become a ColourPop review channel. However, I am back with a ColourPop palette. I feel like ColourPop comes to me at my most vulnerable points in life and just pops up on my little phone screen and just says, hey girl, I know it's been a tough week. I know you're feeling sad, but look what we got for you. It's a reasonable price. Treat yourself. Come on, girl. Have another glass of wine. Yeah, just add to cart, baby. And so that's what ColourPop does to me. So after the Barbie palette, I was like, I wouldn't say I was blown away by the quality of the Barbie palette or even the Limoncello palette. They were fine. And, you know, honestly, do I have more expensive palettes that perform better than those? Yes. But do I also have more expensive palettes that perform worse than those? Also, yes. I guess what I'm saying is, if the makeup demons hit you when you're like elbow deep in a bag of cookies and half a box of wine and you're feeling sad, and then a makeup shadow appears on your phone as the algorithm gods intended, you're going to want it to be slightly a less pricey one. I guess what I'm saying is it's good that a ColourPop appeared on my phone in my time of need instead of a Pat McGrath, because I love Pat McGrath, but ooh, she is pricey. Oh, she's a high quality bitch. But that's not what we're talking about here, because I'm not a high quality bitch. So I'm about a ColourPop bitch. Like, we all want to be Pat McGrath. But some of us just have to face the fact that we're ColourPop. And that's, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. You might also wonder why I am dressed like Mrs. Roper meets Olivia Newton-John. It's because I have a look planned for us with this ColourPop palette that I bought. What, you might ask, was so great that it filled that void in your life that cookies and wine and true crime couldn't? And I'm going to tell you, it was this ColourPop So Very Lovely palette. There we go. I mean, I think you can understand why I fell for the Barbie one, right? Because it's flashy. I don't know. I can't explain, really. But wait, it gets worse. So I bought the palette. I bought the 3 blushes that were also in this So Very Lovely collection. And then I got 2 of the 4 lippy sticks that were also part of this So Very Lovely collection. So I must have been feeling like I needed some sort of lovely seaside vacation or something quaint in an English garden somewhere. This color story kind of, it feels very, very bohemian, very cottagecore. And by the way, when did everything have to become some sort of core? In my day, there are 2 types of core. There's hardcore and softcore. Your hardcore could be either punk or porn. Your softcore was mostly porn. This will probably tell you all you need to know. The shades are called Lace Up, Organza, Craftwork, Fringed, Braided, Macaroon, Eyelet, Rose Avenue, Dreamcatcher, Tea Time, Collective, and Topanga Boulevard. So I think that tells you what this vibe is. But now I have this, and so I've got to do something with it. I think I have to do the boho cottagecore look with this, with maybe even a little bit of wood nymph and fairy mixed in for good measure. So we're gonna do sort of some sort of oh, I almost said ethereal. If you saw my last video, my first video and my last video, you were all hoping that that would be my last video, my final video. But my previous video, I kept saying the word ethereal over and over again, so I turned it into a drinking game. I don't know if we're gonna do that again. Maybe. I mean, you can drink right now. You don't have to wait for me to say ethereal, because if you're listening to me, you should be drunk. I should really start putting on some makeup before I lose everyone. I'm gonna start with my eyes, and then do my cheeks and my lips. I'm gonna go in with this craft. I know this is not the right brush to use on my brow, but I've been doing it, okay? And I like it, Mom. So I'm gonna go in with this color Craftworks and put it on my brow bone, because it's a nice little light peach. So I got Craftworks on the brow and Craftworks on my mind, yeah? Oh, if you want me to do accents and terrible ones, I will do accents. You don't even have to ask. My dog's barking. My dog is a corgi. Her name is Kazoo. Corgi is Welsh for eternal barking clown dog. She will be barking continuously for no reason. I really want to sort of make this purple, hopefully, a big focus of the look. I don't know if I'll succeed with that. And then something you should know about me is I'm not a huge fan of shimmers, and that is pretty much because I have what they call old ass eyes. So in my younger days, when these were smooth and not crepey, I would wear a shimmer all day long. And now that I'm on the wrong side of 40, I'm a little bit more about the mattes. They just seem to wear a little bit better. Next. This Rose Avenue color is very boring, but it's also pretty, and I think that would be good on the crease. Just go right in there. Oh, that's not very dark, is it? All right, maybe we have to do some shimmers. I think I'm going to go in instead with this Collective shimmer. It's a purple. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Disregard everything I said about shimmers. Oh, okay. You know, it's not my everyday. Let me blend it a little bit, but I'm not mad at it. Can we just talk about the name of this palette? Who came up with So Very Lovely? Who came up with that? All I can think of with actually the name of the palette, and maybe even just the whole color story and everything I was talking about, like the English seaside garden cottage party core. This seems like So Very Lovely would be the name, the title of a English ghost drama or a haunted drama, like where there's like a creepy caretaker at this like old manor on the English seaside / countryside. There's a young kid who's creepy, and then there's like a like housekeeper / cook who's like trying to warn people or something, and then there's like a lady who shows up and she gets caught up, and like I'm picturing like a woman, maybe American, maybe not, ends up on the doorstep of this manor. While I'm talking, let me do a shadow. I'm gonna go in with eyelet, which is this peachy sort of thing. Anyway, so this woman, I don't know who she would be played by. Well, now, honestly, I want the lead character of this English ghost drama. So very lovely. That's the name. To be played by, I want the lead character to be played by Kate Winslet. Okay. Walk a little farther with me. Initially, I actually thought that I wanted the creepy caretaker of this movie that I'm just now inventing to be played by like someone like Crispin Glover. But now I'm thinking a good, like, sort of creepy but intriguing character actor is Evan Peters from the American Horror Stories and from Mare of Easttown, which I just finished, who is also acting with Kate Winslet. So we could have everyone in Mare of Easttown fill out this British ghost movie. So like Evan Peters would play like the creepy caretaker, and then Jean Smart would play the cook / housekeeper. And then, and then Guy Pearce would play like the main character. Like I feel in every like sort of British ghost drama, there's a guy who's kind of like, who's the Wuthering Heights guy? Hey Alexa, who's the main character in Wuthering Heights?
The characters in Wuthering Heights include Kathy Earnshaw, Heathcliff, Mr. Earnshaw, Mrs. Linton, Nellie Dean, Mr. Linton, Mrs. Earnshaw.
20 minutes later.
Earnshaw,
Okay, enough.
Isabella
Thank you.
Linton, Hindley Earnshaw,
Great.
Dr. Kenneth, Francis
No.
Earnshaw, Edgar Linton, Mr. Shielders, and Joseph.
Great. Thank you. Heathcliff. So like the sort of Heathcliff character would be played by Guy Pearce. Okay. He'd have to have an English accent, not an Australian accent. But then in Mare of Easttown, he did some sort of East Coast accent, and it was fine. It was fine. Oh my God. What if Kate Winslet just keeps her accent from Mare of Easttown in this British ghost drama? What if Kate Winslet just has her, like, her Easttown accent, her Pennsylvania, is it a Philly or a Pittsburgh accent? I couldn't. Title card. It just says, so very lovely. That's the title. And then it's like a wide shot of this like old car. See a car winding up a long road to this huge manor. And then Kate Winslet gets out of the car. She's wearing a sensible 40s suit. 40s? We're going 40s on this. Kate Winslet gets out of the car, bags in hand, and she looks up. And she looks at this manor. And then she looks at this picture that she has in her hand. And the manor is nowhere near as grand as it is in her picture. It has seen some years. She looks back at the car, who has already taken off. So she's stuck at this manor. So she walks up to the door, and the caretaker answers. And it's Evan Peters. And he looks, and he opens the door, and he goes, "Oh, so very lovely." So he's creepy, and he's weird. And that's so very lovely. Come on in. And then Kate Winslet looks around, and she says, "Oh, so you have a lovely home. Thank you for letting me into your home." And then that was my Mare of Easttown accent. It was fantastic. If you haven't seen Mare of Easttown, I nailed it. If you have seen Mare of Easttown, let's hear yours. Let's hear your Kate Winslet Mare of Easttown accent. Let's just go right in while I'm doing this with this awesome macaroon purple color that I wanted to be sort of the primary focus of this look. So then Evan Peters leads her in, and he says, "Oh, she's very lovely." He's creepy, right? And so then she's like, "Oh," she's thinking in her mind, "Oh, this house isn't like what I saw in the picture. This is not like where I want to be." She doesn't say much in this movie. It's all in her face. So then he goes, "So very lovely." And then he goes into the kitchen where Jean Smart's character, who is the housekeeper slash cook, turns around and looks at her and goes, "Oh, so very lovely." So they just keep saying this. They keep saying, "Oh," but they all have different intonations, right? Oh, so very lovely. And then, so then Kate Winslet gets moved in. Hold on, let me get some. I mean, we can turn this into Whiskey Pitches a Script time if you want. We can do that. I'm going over this look with this light purple, but bummer, it is not showing up well at all. I'm just going to keep plugging away at this while I explain the rest of this movie. So then Kate Winslet, the next day after she's sort of moved in, she goes to walk the grounds and walks around, and she goes outside and she sees these two kids playing, and those characters could be played by any of the kids in Mare of Easttown. So all we're doing is just bringing the cast of Mare of Easttown into my new imaginary British haunted ghost drama called It's So Very Lovely. So she's going to be walking around the next day, and she's going to see two kids playing outside, a boy and a girl. And she meets these kids, and they're, "Hello, hello, hello." And then like the little boy comes up and he's like, "So very lovely." And then the girl's all, "Yes, so very lovely." And she's like, "Okay, they're saying this a lot. Wow, they're very polite." You know, later, she's like, hangs around with the kids, and she notices that there's something like a little off, but she can't quite place it. I'm stealing like a movie right now. I know I am. And she's just like, that's weird, but, you know, I'm new here. I just got out of Easttown. The next day she meets Heathcliff of the house. She meets Guy Pearce. And when she walks in, he's all, "So very lovely." Like just, So he loves her too. And so this is all, the only dialogue in this movie is they just keep saying, "So very lovely," in just different intonations and creepiness. So he's like, "Oh, so very lovely." And then she's like, "Oh, I think I met your children outside." And he goes, "Don't mention my children." And then he slams the door and kicks her out. And then she later goes downstairs to help the nurse. No, there's no nurse in this. The cook slash housekeeper. And she goes, I met the children yesterday." And she looks, Jean Smart to Kate Winslet. She goes, Why, there haven't been children on this property in years. Oh, and then you know something's up. And then, so then maybe it's like, it's a ghost. She's a ghost. The kids are, they're all ghosts. They're the so very lovely ghosts. I mean, I think it has real box office power. Oh, hold on. Maybe. Dude, the guy, I'm going in now with organza because this look needs a little bit more pop. We find out that Guy Pearce had a bride, and everywhere she went, everyone fell in love with her and they were enchanted with her. And everyone would say, as she walked by, oh, she's so very lovely. She's so very lovely. Kate Winslet looks exactly like his dead wife. She's so very lovely. And that was like his vow on their wedding day. He said, you are so very lovely. So that's just what they called this woman. But then something tragic happened. Perhaps it was a curse on the English grounds. Some bullshit happened and the wife died, but she like haunts. And then, so when Kate Winslet shows up, she's exactly like the wife. She encounters all these ghost things, probably. And then she'll like meet the ghost Kate Winslet. The other Kate, the dead Kate Winslet. She'll meet that ghost. And then she'll hold up to their hands and they'll both go, so very lovely. So very lovely. And then fade to black. So anyways, that's my movie. Trademark. I think I need to do an eyeliner with this to make it exciting. You know, as exciting as the movie I just pitched. Oh, and then like the trailer, it will just be like clips of each person just saying, it's so very lovely. Jean Smart going, so very lovely. And then the two kids, and you'll see a clip of the kids going, so very lovely. So very lovely. And then Guy Pearce going, so very lovely. Just like that. Exactly like that. Well, since this, I'm just going to go in. Oh, well, that might work. So this is the color Braided. I really like to do shimmer in my inner corner. I like to do lighter colors on the inner corner of my eye. Because I think my eyes are too close together. And so lighter colors on the inner color are inner corner is supposed to trick people into thinking that all of a sudden you have Taylor Swift eyes. Okay. This, I think you can kind of see. The problem with this palette is even the shades that look like they should be pigmented are not very pigmented. I'm not gonna, excuse me. So very lovely. What if I was just possessed by Kate Winslet? Only she would go, oh, there's something weird going on in this home. Nailed it. I'm gonna do an eyeliner. So this is sort of a navy blue, I think. And it is taking some balls for me to put eyeliner on camera because I'm not good at it. I instantly regret this.
3 minutes later.
I mean, it is what it is. So part of this look not working is my fault. The other part is kind of ColourPop's fault. Let me get my mascara on, and then I'm going to do some blush and highlighter and lipstick and see what comes out of that. The mascara I'm using is this Pretty Vulgar mascara That's actually the brand. I'm not just using weird adjectives. It does a nice little, like, thick lash, but not super clumpy. Do some on the lower lash. I mean, it is amazing what mascara can do for a look. Oh. So very lovely. All right, let's throw some blush on this. Hey, while I'm doing this, why don't you tell me what you would like to see more of from me? And if you don't want to see more of anything from me, just keep that to yourself. I could make up more movies with crossover characters while putting on makeup. This is the blush. This is the one blush that came in this collection that I felt that I could use. It's called Georgette. This is a satin, which means it's a little bit more matte than the other two, which are pearls. So I am going to do sort of that, I think, going back to that Woodland Sprite sort of look. I'm going to do it on my cheeks and then a little bit on my nose. Okay? You know, it's not as pigmented on the skin as it is on the brush, but also that's kind of good because it means it's buildable. Oh, it looks a lot more pigmented in the camera. I do over the bridge and actually a little bit on the nose. So very lovely. Oh, that's all right. Since I didn't buy a highlighter from this collection, I'm just going to use this other blush. It's called Chiffon. It's one of their Super Shock cheek products, and it's pearl. Like, I've seen all the cool little Instagram and Pinterest doing that little, like, oh, so very lovely. It's not bad. I dare say it's ethereal. I got 2 of the lippy sticks, but I think I'm going to use the more pinkish one that's called Nice Things. It's actually nice. This one, I like it, but I actually think this one would be cute if you did that little, like, blotted lip look with this color. Oh. So very lovely. So that's the look. Here, I'll get a little closer so you can kind of get... So I went in under the eye with the light purple, and then it really, like, look. It's very easy to blame the product when you're not that skilled, and I'm not that skilled, but in this case, it might have been the product a little bit. Will that stop me from ordering more ColourPop? Probably no. And you know how I know this is because I already did order more ColourPop. I think that this is it, because I don't think I have very many more accents in me. There's my review. Look, I'll do something else next time. Either it might be another sort of makeup thing. I could do a, like, list my favorite products from everywhere. I don't know. I do have a couple of other videos recorded but not edited that I did 2 weeks ago before chaos hit me last week. One was a thrift haul video showing all the stuff that I got from a thrift store. The other one was a unboxing of my Witch Baby spell box. Witch Baby is a company that does bath and body stuff that's amazing, and they also have a quarterly subscription box called Spell Box, and I did a little actually drunken unboxing of that one. So I plan on editing those and I'll put them up at some point. So that'll give you another taste of of what I'm capable of. I think we should quit this probably now. Thanks for watching. I would love to do this again sometime. Maybe not this exact same thing, but we'll figure it out. Look, I'm just gonna get out of here. While I still can. Let's do this again sometime. Thank you. And stay so very lovely.